While living in a house, my sister-in-law had weakened me. There were days when my sister-in-law wouldn't discharge me with her hand. I had become young before my time. Today, my brother wasn't home. I was lying in the room. When my sister-in-law came in, my happiness was gone. My sister-in-law was wearing a barely there nightie, inside which my sister-in-law's brown nipples were clearly visible. I was about to get up when my sister-in-law told me to lie down. She herself sat next to me and extended her hand, and mine was 7 inches long. I was 17 years old and I had one brother. We were the only ones living in this house. My brother was unable to run the house because he was not educated at all. I worked hard, due to which the house was not running at all. The hardships started increasing and we had to send a lot of household items. We also sold such things that our parents had made with great love. My sister-in-law's dowry items also started selling. They had been married for 5 years and they had no children. She was very beautiful, but these days she was very worried. I liked her very much. I could not bear to see her worry. One day she was talking to her husband about some topic and I heard a fight coming from their room. So I went and stood by the door and listened to their conversation. Well, now the days have come when you will do all this. Do you think that if you are beautiful, I will agree to everything you say? And then what will the world say? The world does not give rations to our house. The world does not know that we are dying of hunger. The world does not even know that there is nothing to sell in our house now. If I do not come to the field, there will not even be a bed left in this house to sleep in. You do not understand this. If I have a talent, why can't I use it? Because I want you to use all your skills and abilities only for me and not for others. I have married you. I have only my right over you. I cannot see you being humiliated. My sister-in-law said that in the same way, I am also married to you and I have only my right over you. I also cannot see you being humiliated. You are not very old, but now you are starting to look old due to tension. I feel sorry to see you. I have not asked anything from you in my entire life. Yet your condition has become like this. People will say this, not that Salim's beauty and health have been ruined only after marrying this woman. When you yourself tell me how much I have been involved in this, I have never been stubborn with you for anything. I have not even asked you for what is my basic right. My brother's voice was not coming. Perhaps he was ready to listen to my sister-in-law. He said, "Okay, you can start this work. But if it doesn't benefit us, then we won't do it." My sister-in-law asked how much benefit there would be. My brother said, "It should be so much benefit that if your time is wasted, you won't regret it. Don't keep saying that my time is being wasted. I'm working so hard and nothing is happening." But my sister-in-law said, "I'm absolutely sure. I have so much confidence in myself that in a month we started earning so much money that all the needs of our family will be fulfilled." My brother said, "Okay, I will give you this opportunity. May God make it so." I didn't understand what Bai Jan was saying, but I understood that Bai wanted to do something that Bai didn't want her to do. But Bai had a lot of confidence in herself. I was happy that if money came into this house, then obviously something good would come. I would also be given pocket money because I wasn't working and my pocket money had been stopped. No proper food was even cooked in this house. At the beginning of our marriage, my brother-in-law also used to cook very good food. But if she had cooked dal in a good way, then it would be dal. But I still couldn't understand what my sister-in-law would do. As far as I knew, she was not educated either. Maybe she could read and write Urdu, while my brother didn't know that much. But what could she do? What can women do at home? They can teach children or sew clothes. My sister-in-law didn't even know how to sew clothes, and she didn't even have a machine. My sister-in-law had gold earrings in her ears, which were the last ones she had. The next day, they were also missing from her ears. Actually, I used to watch her very carefully, so I recognized her immediately. I asked where she was. She said, I have bought some goods from her after selling them. I want to do business with her. My sister-in-law had started selling burgers in front of her own house. She was going to set up a cart in front of her own house, but she was going to set it up in such a way that she would stand inside the house and work only standing inside, that is, in front of the window. I was surprised how my sister-in-law got permission to do this work. But when a person is dying of hunger, jealousy does not fill his stomach. I thought that my brother would also tell me to help my sister-in-law, but he had not said anything like that to me. The neighborhood where we lived had 300 to 400 houses and everyone knew us here. Actually, my father had a grocery store, that's why we were quite famous here. But then we didn't have the money to sell goods in this shop, and that shop also closed. My brother started working as a laborer. My mother passed away and my studies were also interrupted. This neighborhood was like our own home. Here, we were not ashamed that we were selling something, but it seems strange. My sister-in-law also felt very strange on the first day, and so far, no one has come to us. There was not a single customer, but then some children started coming and gradually evening began to fall. All their goods were sold. She was very happy. At night, when they separated the money for the goods and took out the profit, we were surprised. It was a full 5,000 rupees. My sister-in-law said, I had no idea that it would be 5,000 rupees. My brother said, take out the money for the goods from this. When my sister-in-law told him that after taking out the money for the goods, it was 5,000, my brother's mouth was open. He could not believe it. My sister-in-law put all the money in my brother's hands. Tears of joy came to the brother's eyes. He said, you were right. If you do what you said, and keep making money like this every day, our situation will be very good. And the sister-in-law said, I need some things right now, some of which we will have to make on order so that we can keep things safe and use less oil and produce more goods. My brother said, okay, there is no harm in investing money in the work that you want to earn money from. My brother also gave me 200 rupees, and I didn't even remember the last time my brother gave me more than that. So I was very happy. I started walking down the street. When I saw that the whole neighborhood was praising my sister-in-law's burgers, even my friends said, your sister-in-law also makes very good burgers. You get so many delicious burgers at your house. We barely get money to eat one burger. Even that can't be enough. You can eat 10. When I heard this, I started thinking to myself, I haven't eaten a single burger. I thought I would go and eat it today. Obviously, it's a homemade product. I can eat it for free. I will eat 3 or 4. My friends said that such delicious burgers are not made even in a big shop. Your sister-in-law's hands are very tasty. I also became quite optimistic, and I thought that I will say that I didn't eat food today. When I went home, I said that I am very hungry. Sister-in-law said that the food is ready. Today, After a long day, we have cooked meat at our house. I will heat the food for you. My sister-in-law also went to the kitchen and started heating the food. I said that no, I don't want to eat food. I want to eat burgers. When I said this, the chicken fell from her hand. She said that no, you eat food. I made meat for you. You don't even remember when you last ate meat. You won't eat meat. I said, I will eat it at night. I want to eat a burger right now. Your burger is being praised in the whole neighborhood. So why can't I eat it? I will eat 3 or 4. But I don't know why. My sister-in-law got a little scared and she forbade me. When she forbade me for the second time, I got angry. I said, why are you forbidding me? She said, look, for as much as you eat, we will get profit and we will eat something good. I was surprised by what she said. What kind of thing is this? The third time, I didn't say anything. I said, if I tell her, she will think I am begging. I have never begged anyone for food. My parents always fed me well. Maybe poverty came to our house because of my sister-in-law. Because after she got married, our conditions had become bad. Otherwise, our conditions were not that bad. My father used to give me 50 rupees a day and I used to eat and drink whatever I wanted all day long. And if I ever ran out of money, she would give me and they would also give money. Truth be told, if you don't have parents, your brother and sister-in-law will suck your blood and can never take the place of your parents. They would also make me do all the housework. Bring this and bring that. And now, something was being made at home, and my sister-in-law was also counting it. I got very angry. I thought I would definitely tell my brother about this. I thought that I should not talk. Because of me they would fight, but I was very angry. She was also doing something in the kitchen. I went to my brother's room. I said, I have to talk to you very urgently. He said, what urgent thing to talk? When I told him, he started laughing. I said, brother, what is there to laugh about? He said, you are complaining about your brother for the burger. I said, it is not about the burger, it is about this attitude. If I had eaten it, my brother also got lost. And he said, look, what your brother is saying is absolutely right. After hearing this, the ground came out from under my feet. That brother, so brother, my brother also came out like that. He was also forbidding me that this burger is not for children to eat. What were these two husband and wife saying that this burger is not for children to eat? It was like saying, brother, you can't quench your thirst by drinking water. Burgers weren't for children, so who could eat them? Both of them were out of their minds. I came back from there and said, talking to them is pointless. But one thing was very strange. It hadn't even been a month and the whole neighborhood had gone crazy over the burgers my sister-in-law made. Every person who passed by me was either going to get a burger or coming to get a burger. Now, they used to order 10 or 20 burgers and they used to make 20,000 rupees a day. Now, they used to make 5,000 rupees in 3 or 4 hours in the morning. Things like this were coming to the house that we had never seen before. The house needed a bed and a sofa, but now an Lado water dispenser had also arrived. Meaning, you have a refrigerator in your house, yet you have to cool or heat the water using electricity to drink it. This was the whim of the rich. We people did not even have a second-hand refrigerator at one time, and that was all that had come. One day, my brother gave me a big phone. He said that he bought it for you. I was very angry with both of them, but I could not refuse to take the phone. I took the phone, but thankfully it was not used. I was surprised that on the one hand, money was being spent on me, that I was given a new phone when I did not even ask for it, and on the other hand, they cannot feed me a burger. My father had already left this world, but when mine left this world, he held the hands of both my brother and sister-in-law and said, "From today on, this is your responsibility. You have to raise him not as a brother and sister-in-law, but as a mother and father." What were these people doing to me? The new thing about the burger was stubborn. I was stubborn. I had made this a problem for my ego. My sister-in-law also used to make such good burgers that she didn't even save anything. But still I thought that now I will steal and eat them, and when I steal and eat them, I will tell people that I stole them because of them. One night I was thirsty, so I went to the kitchen and there were 4 burgers lying under my sister-in-law's things. I was happy to see them. I thought that I will definitely eat them today. I put 2 burgers on a plate, heated them and came to my room and ate them with great pleasure. I was feeling a sense of victory. Maybe I was young. That's why I was happy even for such a small thing, that I still did the work that I was forbidden to do. Now, I don't care if they can spoil me. But just an hour had passed when my condition started to get strange. At first I started feeling a little nervous, but it wasn't summer. I felt like I was breaking out in a cold sweat. After that, my breathing slowly started to increase as if I had done some hard work. While I was lying comfortably on my bed, my health started to deteriorate. I did not understand what was happening to me. I suddenly felt very hungry. I went back to the kitchen and picked up the 2 burgers that were lying there and ate them. I returned to the room and drank some water. I thought that now my health would improve, but my health started to deteriorate. Suddenly, I felt as if a lot of strength had come into me and my heart was telling me to run from here to there, to keep running, to keep walking, and to run so much that I would get very tired and then the worries that were inside would come out. I didn't know why all this was happening to me. Was it because of eating burgers? If it was because of burgers, then was it the same with other people? And if it was the same with other people, then why were people crazy after them? Or did I have some other problem? I ran to my brother and sister-in-law's room. The door of the room was not locked. I remembered that my brother had been telling me that he had to go to another city and I would be there at night. This meant that my sister-in-law was also alone in the house. I shouldn't have gone into her room like that. I had never gone into her room like that. My brother had explained this to me. If my brother had been inside, I wouldn't have had any problem. I would have gone inside. I came back to my room, but now my health was starting to deteriorate. I called my brother. I knew he was in another city and wouldn't be able to come, but at least I could tell him what was happening to me. My eyes started to go dark. I was thinking of punching the wall, picking up stones and throwing them here and there. I had a lot of energy inside me. Something had gone wrong with the machine. My mind was spinning, but I still felt very strong. Now my mind was spinning. I felt that if I sat there for a long time, I would die, and tomorrow people would say that if I was unwell, I would wake up my sister-in-law. At least she would take me to the doctor. I went to her room. She was sleeping. I went and put my hand on her shoulder and shook her slightly. I said, "Brother-in-law." She woke up in a panic. She said, "Are you okay? What are you doing here?" I said that my health was deteriorating. They saw my condition. They said that you didn't eat the burger. I was surprised to hear this. I said, "How did you know?" She took me to the doctor and the doctor treated me. I was kept there at night. In the morning, my brother also came there. Then my brother and sister-in-law also brought me back. My condition had improved a lot. I slept all night. I slept for a while in the morning too. I asked them both what was the matter. I didn't understand anything. They said that these things that are available in big hotels and there is a line for them, but sometimes when you go and eat them, their taste is just right or not good at all. But their shop is running and people say that they don't know what is so special about their things that people are crazy and stand in lines. Actually, they use a special kind of drug in their things that gets into people's mouths and they like to eat the same thing again and again. We were also using the same thing in our burgers. I had gone to another city to get the same thing. We were forbidding you from eating it so that you don't get addicted to it. You are ours. We can't do this to you, right? That's why we were forbidding you. Otherwise, think for yourself. If we can give you a phone worth 40,000, can't we feed you a burger worth 240 rupees? But you have become stubborn with us and you have deliberately stolen and have eaten not one but 4 burgers. Obviously, it was bound to affect you and it affected you a little more because maybe you are one of those people who are affected by these things more. That is why your condition was getting like this and the doctor said that everything is fine but in the future you should not act like this. I said that brother, all this is not wrong. So my brother said that no, nothing is wrong. The whole world does it. We are also doing it and it happens the same way. This is the reality of the world. Otherwise, what do you think? Don't you get better burgers in the market? People are crazy who will leave the burgers of big shops and come to us for burgers, while the price of our burgers and burgers from big shops is only 30 to 40 rupees different. These are business scheming. You will not understand. Just do your job. We will take what you want. But promise that you will not do such things in the future. I said okay and left them to their own devices. Even today, my brother-in-law's and sister-in-law's burgers are famous in the entire neighborhood and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law are sitting and earning money. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I can't stop them. You people tell me if this is right or wrong.